Hi guys, thanks for checking the video out. Steve Buzza here. And last week I did some Instagram questions in my Instagram story. I said the best questions I would do a full-blown YouTube video. I'm overselling it now. I'm basically doing a video. The question was, how do you become like a golf coach? You know, and I'm going to answer how do you become a good golf coach? And I think first things first, whether you're in England or whether you're in America, whether you're in Australia, I do feel the PGA route is the best route. Reason being is it gives you a grounding, it gives you a framework to work off of, it gives you that entry-level knowledge. I hear a lot of people, I hear a lot of coaches say, well, the PGA stuff isn't maybe as in detail as it needs to be, but I feel like it suits its purpose. You know, you don't have to get really complicated to start with. You need to just start learning the basics. I was actually shocked when I first started coaching how little I knew about the golf swing. You know, I did a science degree, a sports science degree. I knew lots about the mechanisms in the swing, but just actually knowing like what positions you should be in, like where the club should be. Because remember, if you haven't coached before, you get really good at knowing your swing, and you might not know why you swing it in certain places, and you won't know how that suits another person, you know, with a different body type who's playing at a different level. Maybe you hit a draw, they hit a fade. You see, you have to get that grounding in what you need. So PGA, definitely the way forward. I know there's a few people, some really good coaches that haven't done the PGA. They have had access to great coaches. So again, if you have that, maybe you don't need the PGA. But most people don't have access to the people that they actually need. So if you're a tour pro and you've had tour level coaches your whole life, you might not need to do the PGA. Most people, I think you do. Second one is read as many coaching books as you can, and not the ones that you think are good, because I think that's where people go wrong. They go, well, I don't like stacking tilt, I like an old school swing, so I'm only going to learn about that. It doesn't matter if you think it's good or bad, you will keep learning, and what you're going to do is create a really good like database in your head of what you need, you know, and how the swing works together. So like I've done videos in the past about the books I think you should read. A great one to start with is some of Leadbetter's old books. You know, I was very fortunate to work for David, but I think some of his older work, you know, even though it's old, it gives you that framework and that basis to get into, and then you can read some of the more modern stuff, you know, and then really add on to that. I think sometimes with coaching, you end up trying to get really good too quick, and you don't have the entry-level stuff. And then the last thing is to be a good coach, it's not all about swing technique. So everything I've said in the beginning of this video is about swing technique. Swing technique is a framework that you need to work off of, but it's not everything. If you don't know how to communicate with your students, if you don't realize that there's more elements to golf than the swing, you know, remember, it's you that hits the shots, not your swing. You know, so when you've got someone in front of you, you'll see, classic one is you'll get a novice that's played another sport and they have a really good swing to start with, but they're going to really struggle with scoring. So it's understanding, it's about communication, it's about looking at other books that are away from golf, you know, learn from other sports, learn from other disciplines, you know, psychology. Like I love the growth mindset stuff by Carol Dweck. You know, look in these different avenues, and that's going to how you're going to become a more rounded good coach. And if you're looking at being great, if you're looking at being outstanding, that's what you need to do. But yeah, to summarize, I do feel like the PGA is the way forward. You know, it's easy to say they could be better, they could do this, they could do that, but they give you the underpinning, the grounding of what you need. Then from there, love it. You know, I am so fortunate to coach golf. You know, I absolutely love giving lessons, I love helping people. You know, make it your passion. If it ain't your passion, you ain't gonna be that good. You know, so if you're the person sitting down going like, I want to coach golf, but really I want to be a tour pro. Maybe you need to have that conversation with yourself first. And remember, PGA, you know, I've been fortunate. You can still play, you can still coach, but make it your passion. If you haven't coached yet, you know, put yourself in environments where you can be teaching people, you can be in a learning environment, and see if that is what you want to be doing. But great question. Thanks for the question. Like and subscribe here, as always. I'm going to be doing more of these questions on my Instagram page. So if you have questions, get over to my Instagram page, Buzza Golf. I'm lucky, I'm about to go play some golf, so peace out.